Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ enjoy. Until I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
Wọ́n sọ fún mo ní kò mí ni ẹ̀. Eléyìí ò ń ṣe ìṣòro àwọn kankan. You just need, if some of you move with the older generation gbà mí, you will get to understand life. And I tell you, you will last there. I'm not saying you should endure any form of emotional, verbal abuse. I am telling you, there are things that tó bá lè fi sùúrù ṣe ń gbà mí kó kàn gójú. Ìwọ̀n ẹyọ kan tèmi ò lè gbà nínú relationship ní sexual abandonment. When a man abandons you sexually, when he does not respond to your sexual needs, when he does not respect you, there are so many kini sherry. Kọkùnrin bá ti pàyàn tì, ilé ti run. Tó bá ti ní pé ó ń wọlé oṣù kan, oṣù méjì, oṣù mẹ́fà, ọdún kan, ọdún méjì, kò bẹ́ẹ̀ já o. Ẹjọ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ fún ẹ lówó. Ìyẹn ló worst jù. Abandon ẹ pátápátá kò ní ká ẹ láṣọ wò kò mọ̀ bóyá o gbóbò dání. Ìsáyédà wọn ti jẹṣẹ́ dojú àlà, wọn ti sàṣíntọ́, ó ti gbàgbé wo ti sún ẹ dì. Ìyẹn worse, ó affect you mentally, emotionally, everything, psychologically. I break it down. But he's been nice to me. We talk every day. I cook for him, he still hits my food. He will not even dare sleep out. Why is he not touching me? I know that there are like a million questions in your head after you might have called them, try to, iron this out and Tibet will change. Okay, at this stage I'm done, I'm going. I don't want to stay anymore because this person is not fighting you. Oh, could offer support chef. I'm got to soon ko Kaila show moko roe. Wọ́n sọ fún my money decision tó máa take lẹ́ni tó máa regret ní ọdún 5 mẹ́wàá sígbà tá wí pé sórí bó ṣe ń bẹ́ẹ̀ sí pé òun fẹ́ ra ọmọ. Tó bá wá abandon ẹ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ yẹn tó bá dọjọ́ wájú má sọ story ìfẹ́ nìkankan pé abandon yín. I am a high witness. He sent me to you. I called you. I begged you. Kò sí nǹkankan tó ju òrìrí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wo àwọn ìyá wa ń gbà mí bẹ́ẹ̀ bá bí wọ́n ìdí tán fẹ́ pẹ́ ń lé ọkọ ìfaradà lórí ẹ̀. I'm not saying ayé ìsìn náà láàdé ló di pé ọkọ mi sọ pé ó ba bàbá ẹ̀. Bó ṣe ń sá nìyẹn. Bó bá ló ba bàbá ẹ̀ wọ́n náà sọ pé ó bá ìyá òun náà bẹ́ẹ̀ lójú ẹsẹ̀ ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ máa ti jọ yanjú ẹ ti sọ déré. African men especially àwọn Yorùbá. Èrè wa ó bá àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ orí àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ fọ́. Wọ́n náà dẹ̀ sọ pé ó bá àwọn àǹtí ẹ̀ náà lé yín. Ẹ ti yanjú ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ tó bá ti take care personal jù. But tó bá rí pé gbogbo eré tóun bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe àbí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tóun sọ náà ló máa ti mú wọ́n. Ìjà nínú ilé yẹn máa ró. Bó bá wá dọjọ́ wájú ẹ̀ ní sọ ohun tẹ́yìn ṣe. Bọ́wọ́ ọkùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wá róbìnrin mi tó tẹ̀lé lọ. Tíyẹn dẹ̀ ń kẹ́ lójú. Ẹ wá ló abandon àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ kò bójú wẹ̀yìn. How? When? Did you remember to tell your son your own role, the role you played in that home, in that marriage? Then you don't tell them. But that's why I look at some of people, some of the people that have been with me for a very long time. Some of them will say, "Oh, I don't like AJ. She's a female chauvinist. Oh, she's a male chauvinist." It's not about me being judgmental or supporting either of the gender here. It's about us doing it right as parents. And in a situation where you are not able to do it right, children, you don't have to take your rebellion on your parents. Emma ní sùúrù. Ṣé ohun tó dá ní kó máa gbé ìyá ẹ̀, bàbá ẹ̀ kiri lórí social media kó máa fi wọ́n tọrọ owó. Ṣé ohun tó dá ní kó rí màmá ẹ̀, bàbá ẹ̀ ní situation burúkú tán dẹ̀ ń pè wọ́n lólówó tó náwó ń ta. Tó bá yé àwọn ayé yẹn náà tó sọ ẹlẹ́nu àwọn tó ń sọ fún ẹ pé don't mind him because you are not successful, your daddy feels he's entitled to you. Ṣé tí ẹ fọ́lọ́run látara wọn? Asake tó bá gbé bàbá ẹ̀ lẹ́ni tó dá 20 million ní ṣàmọ́ni ni ọlọ́ládé máa ń gbọ́mọlá pẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀ ìdíṣẹ́. Ó mú orin tó kọ́ iye hit tó ní tó ti fẹ́ wọ Grammy lójú àwọn àti ẹ̀ pàápàá yìí. Ó súnmọ́ Grammy, ó close mọ́ Grammy. Má jẹ́ kẹ́nibọ̀dì tí ẹ̀ sí bàbá ẹ̀ mẹ́. Gbogbo ohun tí òbí ẹ bá ṣe fún ẹ ìwọ náà ti dọmọkùnrin sìn yín o wàá ṣáṣe ọmọ mi agbóyún wa o dẹ̀ foyún níbẹ̀ irú ẹ̀kọ́ ló fẹ́ fi ṣe ìyàwó ọmọ mi kẹrẹ tó ti fún lóyún o rántí lọ nítorí ẹ̀ńjẹ́lì kí wọ́n tó gbé dání tó ń ṣe bí sẹ́ǹtì fún sí ò fẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé ó lọ́mọ out of wedlock oríṣiríṣi ìwà ló kún lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín àmọ́ Olori kan sọ pé àgbà ń bọ̀ wá kan wá òwe gbogbo ohun tán fi bú bàbá ẹ̀ fún ẹ tán fi pè léèyàn burúkú fún ẹ orí ìrìn àjò ẹ̀ níwọ náà wà ìwọ tó ń kọrin bàbá ẹ̀ jíwèrè ìwọ náà ń kọrin gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọkùnrin wa tá a bí Ọlọ́run nìkan ló lè bá wa ṣọ̀nà yín ní rere mo máa ń sọ màá ní I covered my son's dick with the blood of Jesus with gbogbo ohun tọ́lọ́run fi ń protect dick láyé bá mi fi protect dick ọmọ mi má jẹ́ kán kó sọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ má jẹ́ kán ṣìyàwó fẹ́ má jẹ́ kán ṣì òbòdó láyé má jẹ́ kán fòbò burúkú ká wọn mọ́ àwọn ọmọ mi ọkùnrin because nǹkan burúkú ni tó bá fi òbò burúkú ká ọmọ mọ́ nǹkan burúkú ni tó ọmọ bá ṣì òbòdó láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ ẹ̀ it will affect his entire life. I'm telling you. Yes. Some of them cannot stand the shame of àwọn bí ọmọ at the age of 19, 20. Òun ló máa sum up behavior tí mi inú wọn máa nínú marriage o. Because that is not their initial plan. That is why we have to educate them pé òbò dídó pẹ̀lú sùúrù pẹ̀lú orí pípé. Òbò dùn ẹ má ṣe òbòdó. I once called my son and my son is just 17 this year. And I said, oh, have you tried a kiss before? And he opened up to me. I had to kind of go close into him. Like, being an African parent, I don't think any child under 18 should be having sex. Me, my own mentality, I beg your pardon, is just the way I am raised. Where we come from, the kind of orientation we had, we are never proud to tell our parents if we have ever been touched. You will not even dare the touch. Before you would dare the touch at 18. They saw. I dared mine when I was going to 20 and the way I enter as if I have killed somebody or they have killed someone on my neck. So now I say, because BBT will get in bed, we are not in those, early age anymore whereby I'm a few. So I had to try to gain trust in him, like be his friend. Our male children are the most vulnerable because we don't like to hear stories like rape, them being forced into sexual involvement or whatever. But then even the boy children do get abused as well. So I asked my son, do you have a girlfriend? He said no. Okay, when he said that, I pretended like I'm still doing something. I have a very handsome boy, mind you. My son is extremely handsome. I know myself. When I see handsome boy, I know how I look at them. I like my man handsome. So I know they will be looking at my son too at this age. Are you joking? In this London, some of them start relationship at the age of 14. As long as it is not an older person. So just I'm more class. Me 13. So when you have a son that is very handsome, you should understand what is likely what is likely to happen to him in the outer world there. So he's outside. And me, I know me when I say fine, but when I was young, I'll start rolling my eyes. I'll be giving her attitude when we were in school. That is when we'll be ruffling our neck in our uniform. I will be pretending like the same thing will happen to your children. Forget shit. Hello? The same thing will happen to your male children. Not because you did it, because it is actually the actual world they are out there. They will get fascinated by men, and they will also by women, and they will also be fascinated. They will get fascinated too by women, and they will also fascinate women out there. So it's just a normal thing. And what is now next? It is education. So I asked my Timileyin son, that young boy. I said, okay, oh boy, so do you have a girlfriend? I said, no, mom, why do you always ask me this every time? I don't have a girlfriend. I now laughed. I was not playing. Because I have seen men who have impregnated women at the age of 15, 16. So it's better we ask them. Make sure you gain their trust, be their friend. Don't make your voice too harsh. I said, I don't you this boy, you are just too fine. If me, I'm a girl in your school, I'll just be telling you that, Timmy, can I date you? I was only teasing him now. My son said, yeah, mom, but I've kissed before. When I hear kiss before, I was scared though. I said, you have kissed? He said, yes, he kissed a girl. And then as an African mom, what is next on my mouth? I said, I first asked, do you have a girlfriend? He said, no. Somebody who doesn't have a girlfriend, how did you kiss? So as an African mom, you should understand the next thing. You should try and envisage the next question. I said, have you had sex before? I I didn't have a choice but to ask him, because yes to my kiss. When I said, have you kissed before? Timmy answered me, said, yes, Mom, I've kissed before. I said again, he said, yes, Mom. He said it with so much confidence, like I was actually pulled aback to the reality of boys, way of life. I don't have a choice but to now say, oh, you kissed a girl. I'm sure the girl is not your girlfriend, Abby. Oh, come on, Mom. You asked me to open up for you, Mom. Come on, Mom. You told me not to lie to you. Now I've told you, please don't bring your African whatever to me. Mom, please, I'm begging you. So I calm my voice again. Because this is where it begins. You see, if they take one single step wrongly, it may likely affect their entire life. I don't want my children getting anybody pregnant out of wedlock. Hence, I have to guide them on the sexual education. Sex education, whether I like it or not. Because he doesn't live with his dad, he lives with just me alone. So I have to act both the mom and the dad in a very loving way. So I have to say, oh, so who is this girl you kiss? Oh, Mom, come on, just some random girl like that. I know the next thing on your mind, Mom. Thank God he knows the next thing on my mind. Thank God. I said, Tim, my most handsome son. Samosa, so tell me the truth. Have you had sex before? Because this is abroad. Guys, this is abroad. The things we don't like in Nigeria are the things they gave them certificate to do here freely. So we have to be mindful. So when he say yes to kiss, I have to ask him the next one. And thank God he knew what was on my mind. So I asked him, so, my most handsome one. So have you had sex before? Oh, Mom, allow it. That's to the extreme, Mom. I knew you were gonna ask me that next, and you told me I should not hide anything from you. I should open up. I said yes, but you have not answered this one. I'm not gonna beat you, of course. I know you are turning 17. I know you are this. I know. I started rapping him. Tim, tell me the truth. Have you had sex before? Mom, I'm not gonna say on that because I know you are African. Hey! I am a pop, boo. Popping buruku. So I decided not to push it since it wouldn't tell. Okay, son. I hope you know when you have unprotected sex, there's likelihood you impregnate a girl and you become an unwilling, unready dad. I hope you understand the implication of going deeper than kissing a girl. And I hope you also realize that Mom is not ready to accept any girl if you're not 18. I'm not going to allow any girlfriend into my house. You know what my son told me? Let me just tell you. You see, when we're having children, I'm just telling you, this is me as a mom. I'm opening up to you. My son told me, Mom, let me tell you, I'm not your daughter Angela that she says she's not ready for a boyfriend. Me, I am going to have a girlfriend before I'm 18. You see, that gave me a clue that there's a girl somewhere that is willing to bring home before he hits that 18. I am getting ready mentally. It is what I will never, ever. In fact, mommy, timba gbopo lo kiss, ma fi 40 jo kissing eni enu e pada. At 17, are you crazy? But you see, it's the world we found ourselves today. As long as me ofeko mommy go after a boy like himself, I don't want the girl also to go after a girl. It is not our world. I don't like it. I don't want to encourage that thing. It's more than legalized in Loyibo. I would rather have my boy bring home his girlfriend Helly and my daughter, even though that one is a full adult in her 20s now, she doesn't even want to. She is not ready. Okay, but now you see, this boy told me, come. I am not your daughter. I'm not my older child is 4 years older than him. So I didn't have a choice. So you see, these are our role as Obi. Because that back by year. Tí mistake yẹn bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́ǹkan, kò kí ń jẹ́ kí ọmọ, kò kí ń jẹ́ kí life wọn gbà mí kó wá straightforward mọ́. Ẹmọ ẹlòmíì, I need choice of women. I'm like, oh, I don't want to marry any man with a child out of wedlock. There's some that they will have people that their heart goes after, but the women will reject them because they have a child outside the wedlock. They may end up settling for the one tí ó ń ṣe pé òun lọ́kàn wọn fẹ́ because ìyẹn ò máa láti fẹ́ wọn with a child after wedlock. So you see, à ń láti mọ bá a ṣe máa tẹ àwọn ọmọ ọkùnrin yìí nínú dáadáa ká sì máa guide wọn. Kò ń ṣe pé tẹ bá jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ tán tí gbogbo life yẹn bá ti gbogbo family yẹn bá ti wà dysfunctional láti ilẹ̀ àwọn náà wá mú ìgbésí ayé bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n produce ọmọ yẹn náà tún live irú ìgbésí ayé tí bàbá àbí tí yẹ live àwa máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá yá ẹ̀yin obìnrin àbọ́kùnrin tí relationship bá wá fún àwọn ẹgbẹ́ bàbá ò tọ́jú he abandoned us. How did the child come to existence in the first place? It's one of the things that we need to check. I'm not saying you're at fault. I'm not blaming you. Things happen to people. But tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká accept àwọn kankan bí àkọlé rather than pushing blame, telling children, your father is a bad man. He's a useless man. You will never see him again. That's one thing I don't do. No matter what it is, I will never ever tell my child anything negative about his or her dad. Because ìyá ẹ̀ ni ìyá ẹ̀. Bàbá ẹ̀ ni bàbá ẹ̀. Tí n bá rò pé mo máa pẹ́, k'Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí n pẹ́. Tí mi ì bá pẹ́, mo ti gbàgbé pọ́wọ́ ẹni tó kù tí mo bàjẹ́ yẹn. Èyàn partner tó kù bóyá bàbá àbí ìyá ó ti gbàgbé pé tó bá rò bóyá o máa pẹ́ jọ onítọ̀hún lọ. Tí o bá pẹ́, ó lè jẹ́ ni tó bàjẹ́ fún wọn yẹn gangan làwọn ọmọ yẹn máa padà lọ end up sí ọwọ́ ẹ̀. Mark this down. Nítorí pé àmọ́lá. Gbọ́dọ̀ torí ẹ̀dẹ̀bẹ̀dẹ̀ jẹ́. Whatever it is you have against the dad or you have against the mom, let it be issue àárín yín. Ẹ má extend ẹ lọ sórí àwọn ọmọ. Because the outcome effect of it on the children is not something that is beautiful. It's not pretty to watch. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn máa yàwọ́. Ìwọ tó ń sọ fún pé bàbá ẹ̀ ò dáa. Ìjọ tó bá ní opportunity láti gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu bàbá náà lọ, bàbá náà lè bá ti wọ ìyá náà jẹ́ kó sọ pé so this is why you told me my dad is not good. My dad told me you were sleeping around, you were dating so person. Kí lẹ ń ṣe yẹn? Ẹ mess pẹ̀lú ọpọlọ àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Ẹ mess pẹ̀lú orí wọn. Ọmọ mi máa wá kúkú mọ̀ á sá fún ìyá, á dẹ̀ sá fún bàbá yìí méjèèjì ẹ̀dẹ̀ kúkú ní rí pé I just want to live my life. You know what? Whatever it is that is the problem between you and dad, please, it's affecting me. I don't want to hear about it. Would you rather have your daughter, your son's, mental state messed up because of the issue tó ní pẹ̀lú bàbá wọn? You see, one man sọ pé kíyàn fàyàn lọ́lọ́run lọ́wọ́ ń gbà mí. Èèyàn kò kí ń gbin lákò fi careful. I heard about when kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ bóyá ọmọ oníbà ẹkùn ọba oníbà agbọ́npa ẹ̀ náà. I saw it, but I decided ẹ mọ̀ pé anything tó bá ti ní ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn bàbá mi yẹn mo kàn máa mọ̀ gbójú ń tèmi ni pé wọ́n yanjú ẹ̀. Shit happens, ó kọ́ bá ń kán joyè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò sẹ́ni tí ò lè dé bá, kì í sì dé bá ní ká yẹrí. Gbogbo ohun tó bá ti wọ́ láti lẹ̀, ẹ má bà yẹ́ ẹ̀ jẹ́ fún, ẹ má bà bàbá ẹ̀ jẹ́ fún. Ẹ fi ṣe àkọọ́lẹ̀ titi yín, ohun tá a yàn mẹ́yìn tí ò gbọ́dọ̀ affect àwọn ọmọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá fẹ́ jèrè ọmọ, bó bá ń gbádùn ẹ̀ lẹ́ni tó rò pé ó máa pẹ́ tí ò lọ pẹ́, bàbá tó ti bàjẹ́ fún yẹn, ìjọ tó bá pẹ́ tó bá rí àyè sọ story títí ẹ̀ fún, àbí kó tún yírí ọmọràn náà tó rò ti kú, wàhálà ọmọ á tọ́jú àlè bàbá ẹ̀ pàápàá tó tọ́jú àwọn ìyàwó tó fẹ́. Because bàbá yẹn á bá gbogbo story tó ti sọ lórí ẹ̀jẹ̀ àsìkò tiẹ̀ níbi tó bá dé nìyẹn. Because àárọ̀lá, just leave everything to God. Enjoy your life tọ́lọ́run bá kẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀. Ìwọ ni kó tún máa pé àsọ̀bí gidi. Wọ́n ti yọjú sí bàbá ẹ̀ o, ṣó ti fowó oúnjẹ ránṣẹ́ sí. Even though bàbá ẹ̀ ti gbẹ́ lòmí sílé o. Obìnrin tó wà lọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ tó mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n kúrò. Fi ṣàyàn wọn tiẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ti dá ẹ láre náà pé ṣé ọmọ tí wọ́n bí ló wá dọmọ tó wọ́n sọ pé kó lọ fún Síkírù lówó oúnjẹ, ló sọ pé kó lọ fún Ábẹ̀ lówó oúnjẹ, lábẹ̀ tó máa tìrìtì wọ. Lọ́mọ tọ́lọ́run wá fi kẹ́wọ̀, Ọlọ́run ti dá ẹ láre. Ọmọ yẹn ṣoríire. Tí ò bá ṣoríire, ibẹ̀ ló ti ní problem. Bọ̀ sórí tó bá ti ṣoríire, oríire tọ́mọ ẹ ṣe yẹn, wàláhì Ọlọ́run ti dẹ̀ láre. Ní kó máa lọ múnú owó yẹn kó lọ máa fi dàníyàn pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run kó máa fún bàbá ẹ̀ lówó oúnjẹ. Daddy owó kinní kan rèé o, I'm going out, ó dàbọ̀ sá. Ó tán, ẹ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́, ẹ ti bá ti yín lọ, ẹ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó ti encourage láti fulfill nǹkan t'Ọlọ́run fẹ́ kó ṣe pé ìwọ̀n nǹkan t'Ọlọ́run fẹ́ kíyàn ṣe lórí òbí. Ó dúró tí ó encourage wá lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ gan lọ́jọ́ wájú pé tó bá kú wá ti ẹnìkan ó bá mi tọ́jú ọmọ bí mo ṣe wà yìí. I don't take the toll of whatever it is tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé mi lórí àwọn ọmọ. Because I'm sure they understand, but I try to clip my mouth not to say anything negative about their dad to them. Hence, they have very good relationship. It was not a dad that it never abandoned my children in my care. You see, and men, and you'll be ring by me, Sherry, tọkùnrin ò bá ní owó lọ́wọ́, tí kò bá lè live life tó wùn láti lè ṣe bó ṣe wùn gbà mí. A máa rò gbà mí pé wọ́n láhùn, ìgbà mí a máa rò pé wọ́n responsible. Ọmọkùnrin olórí ilé ni olórí ẹbí ni wọ́n. A lot ló wà lórí wọn tẹ́ gbé sọ̀kalẹ̀ sí wọn lórí, a lot tẹ́ pé ìrònú àti àyà wọn a máa já pé àsọ lórí ẹbí. Báwo làwọn ṣe fẹ́ gbé? Tí ìyá wà ńbẹ̀, tí bàbá wà ńbẹ̀, as long as wọn kódà àwọn ọmọ olówó náà, àwọn náà ní responsibility tí wọn. Bí ìyá ṣe lówó tó, tí bàbá lówó tó. Tí rí rẹ̀, oh, you have to be at the company office at 7 o'clock. You must see to so company demands. You must run so things in the office. They have their expected duties. As ọmọkùnrin, ìyá lówó, bàbá lówó, ìwọ la expect pé kó survive wa company yóò gbọ́dọ̀ kún torí àbí ọmọkùnrin. Ọmọ mi náà wọ́n lè meet up to expectation yẹn. Oh, ma affect him. Oh, dad wants me to do this. Dad wants me, and I want to see my girlfriend. I want to go. Kò sí bí ó pín ní yẹ́lẹyẹ̀lẹ ní ibi olówó nìkan lẹ́yìn wò. Ọmọkùnrin mi ibi tí ẹ dẹ̀ rí gbogbo ohun tó burú jù láyé ni kówó má sí. Tówó bá ti sí, ó máa ń sọ ọmọkùnrin wọn di òmùgọ̀ ni. Ó máa ń sọ di ọ̀dẹ̀, ó máa ń yí wọn lórí. My dad is sick. Ye báyìí náà ni pé kí n lọ mú àṣọ lórí ẹbí, kò tiẹ̀ sówó. Ibẹ̀ ni Táwà ti ń sọ fún mi pé òun bímọ. Ibẹ̀ ni Rámọ́tà ti ń sọ fún mi pé òun lóyún. Ibo mo ti fẹ́ rówó milk ńgbà tí mi ti sanwó, gbà tí mi ò ti sanwó o. Wọ́n máa dàrú. Ẹ wá mọ nǹkan tán máa ń ṣe. Tí wọ́n bá ti rí pé ká láti kú lùsì kò sọ́nà tó fẹ́ gbégbà, they abscond. Don't blame them all the time, guys. I'm begging you women. Don't blame them all the time when they abscond. There are some of them to woman sorrow one who to look for means for survival. Not because they want to maltreat you, woman. Not because they want to maltreat you, I'm telling you. It's because they have tried and tried and tried. And there is no means. It's only for fulfill need there. It's over one need to do no work baby. But you want to find your mokuni or tea land. Gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Ìhun tó máa fi pè ní ọmọkùnrin kò tí land. Ó máa wá sá lọ. Wọ́n béèrè food, ó ń béèrè owó kíní kan. Ìyá ilé pè, bàbá ẹ̀ pè, ẹ̀gbọ́n bàbá ẹ̀ pè, bàbá ẹ̀ náà ń béèrè owó hospital. Ó sì sí nǹkan kan wọ́n tó wá lọ sọ pé olóyún. Ìmí inú wọn sọnù bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n padà wá another 10-15 years. Don't call them being irresponsible. It's because some of them papa wọn ò tí ripe láti di father. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ kán wá bẹ́ẹ̀ tọ́jú oyún tẹ́jọ ní. Wọ́n náà ṣe rori. Ibi tọ́rọ̀ ilé ayé dé yìí kọ́kùnrin múlẹ̀ kóbìnrin múlẹ̀ ni o. Ẹ mọ̀ pé láyé John kò sí rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn obìnrin orientation wa ni pé they have to look after us. When they get us pregnant, they must make provisions. No. We must both be mentally, financially prepared to raise a child. Not just a man's job. I am way younger than Angela's dad. Today, he is proud of me. Okay? Tí ó bá ń ṣe pé ọmọbìnrin yẹn ó tẹpá mọ́ṣẹ́. Things do go wrong at times. Wọ́n lè plan ayé wọn bọ́n ṣe rò kó dẹ̀ má rí bẹ́ẹ̀. But tí obìnrin ò bá ní means of survival tó mọ bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ owó bó ṣe máa tọ́jú ọmọ. Ṣé bàbá ò rí múlẹ̀, ìyá ò rí múlẹ̀? Ṣé ayé ọmọ ò ní ta? Wọn ò ní jalè, wọn ò ní dọmọ lọ́mọ. Èèyàn kan láti lè pick ẹ whereby tẹ́nà kan collapse. Okay, òun ò lè ṣe mọ́. Ìwọ láti gbé láti bẹ̀. Ayé ìjọsí gbogbo ohun tó ń farú gbogbo nǹkan táwọn ọmọ yìí ń go through nísì tó lè dúró Àṣàkẹ́ ní òun ò ṣe mọ́. Bí ọkọ ò bá rí múlẹ̀ mọ́ ìwọ láti mọ ọ̀nà tó máa tún sáré àṣòbí. Ìyá gbọ́dọ̀ jọ mọ́ mi gbogbo ohun tó bá gbà ní kò fún. Ìyá gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ àbí tí relationship bá ti fọ́ tọkùnrin mi máa sọ pé òun rí bẹ́ẹ̀ torí ó fi òun lẹ̀. Ìwọ make sure pé oníṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Tó bá dẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ tó fi dá tọ́jú ọmọ má torí ìyẹn wá mean kó máa sọ fọ́mọ yẹn pé bàbá olórí burúkú má fún ní kọ́bọ̀ ó ti wà mọ́ta ń jọ báyìí ó ti wà mọ́ta ń jọ ọ̀wọ́n kí ló mú ẹ tó fẹ́ lọ fún lówó. Ihun tó bá mú ẹ wà entitled sí bàbá ẹ náà wà entitled sí. Àtọ̀ ẹ ló fi gbé wá sáyé. Ó lè dá fúnra ẹ lóyún. ẹlòmíì ẹ sọ pé spam donor ó dúpẹ́ pé orí spam donor ẹ mọ iye èèyàn tó ń donate spam tí spam wọn ò dọmọ ìwọ dúpẹ́ orí spam donor wọ́n fi pè ẹ́ lọ́lọ́mọ ìwọ náà ń pè lọ́lọ́mọ ò sí nínú ẹgbẹ́ àgàn ṣọpẹ́ títí ẹ kókò gbà ẹ tó ń ṣe tiẹ̀ kó dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run take it as a collect tiẹ̀. It could have been better, yes, but ohun tó lọ́n rí pé ó yẹ pé o ní stamina fún tó lè gbé inú ìṣòro nínú wàhálà òun ló ra portion sàkátà ẹ̀yìn kò jẹ́ kó pọ̀ jẹ́ mí ẹ lọ má torí ẹ̀sán àwọn ọmọ yẹn dọ̀tá bàbá wọn àbí dọ̀tá ìyá wọn ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin mi náà wà mean kò sí ohun táwa yóò ti gbọ́ rí o kò sí ohun tá a ti gbọ́ rí ẹ gbàgbé mo ṣe transfer kan lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan ni mo ti rí story ọkùnrin aráàlú òyìnbó tó ń gbé ní àwọn mention tó ń gbé ní part of àwọn European country lókè lọ tó pè mí ní àǹtí Àbíkẹ́ ó ló ṣe òun débi pé òun fẹ́ sọ fún ìyàwó òun pé kó lọ síta kó lọ gbóyún ọmọ àlè wá fóun ó ní bọ̀ tó wọn ọmọ ẹni tóun lè fi sọ ó lóun ò bímọ ẹni tá à ń sọ is about 60 years bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó dẹ̀ ń sọ fún mi ó lóun ò bímọ ó lóun lòun níṣù ó ní bọ̀ òun ò mẹ́nu tóun máa fi sọ fún ìyàwó òun pé ṣé ìwọ ò já ni bóyún wá tó ní pé tó máa sọ pé wonderful wife oníyàwó òun wonderful ó ló wà faithful ó lóun dẹ̀ kọ́ ló ní problem lóun lòun ní problem òun dẹ̀ máa ń wish kóun sọ fún pé ìwọ ò dẹ̀ sọ jí jẹ́ kéèyàn kan fi sí ẹ lára kó gbé wálé máa gbà ó ní níbi tí kinní yẹn bá dìde ṣé wá fẹ́ gbọ́ ìwọ̀n tó fà tó fi wá rojọ́ fún mi ìyàwó eventually lọ lóyún fún yàn and rather than kó gbé fún ọkọ lé ó wá kúkú bọ́tà ó wá ń bẹ̀rù ọkọ tó wá bá èmi pé àǹtí Àbíkẹ́ ẹ bá mi bẹ̀ máa gbà pẹ̀lú ọmọ yẹn ẹ rí pé ohun tó kọjú séèyàn kan ẹ̀yìn ló kọ sẹ́lòmí kò sí nǹkan kan tó jẹ́ tuntun lábẹ́ ọ̀run yìí tí ojú òrìrì mo sọ fún yín tó bá gbé títí ẹ gẹgẹgẹgẹ pé kí ni ká ti ṣe ẹbí ló fẹ́ gbé gbà wo mo fẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé lómi tún wà níbi kan tẹ́ pé tí wọ́n tún ó tún wọ́ọ̀sì ju tiẹ̀ lọ bàbá mi ṣe nǹkan báyìí àwọn bàbá mi ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ àwọn bàbá tó tó àwa àwọn bí táwa dàgbà sí yẹn àwọn bàbá tó burú ni àwọn ìyá tó burú ló tọ́ wa ọmọ ò gbọ́dọ̀ torí ẹni tóun bá dàgbà òun máa rebel mo máa ń wo àwọn ìlú òyìnbó pé ó ní fọwọ́ kàn wọ́n ordinary you are screaming àmọ́ gbọ́n you are yelling at me you are giving me mental torture wọn kí ló ń jẹ́ mental torture ó ní kí sọ pé sí mi ṣé yóò aláwọ̀ wá mental torture kí là ń sọ tó ń tọ́ṣọ èèyàn kéèyàn pariwo ní do you know you scared me gbogbo nǹkan náà ń káàkiri kí ni ká wá ti sáwọ́ èyí tó wọ́n ṣe tó àwa bàbá mi máa na ọmọ ní ànàṣe léṣe ni nítorí àwọn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ wọ́n na ọmọ lórí even though abuse láàrin sínsìn wọ́n na ọmọ lórí fọ́ láyé jẹun tó máa tún àwọn nánú ẹ̀ fọ́ lápá wà kán lápá wọ́n á tún gbé ẹ lọ síbi tó ti máa ṣe x-ray ọmọ yìí ò ní tìtorí ẹ̀ dàgbà hate ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ òyìnbó náà máa ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà máa láwọn máa rebel àwọn ọmọ olóyìnbó àti ẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá I think you hate me you see when they compose their emotional blackmail I think my mom hates me. I think my daddy hates me because the way he beats me, the way he yell at me, ordinary yell. Ọmọ náàkì àpapọ̀ gidi sórí wa pẹ̀lú ọmọ orogun tí ò dáa. Tẹ̀lé àwọn ọ̀fọ̀ tí ó ní double resetting. Kò sí àlè torí ẹ̀ sọ pé I hate bàbá wa, I hate ìyá wa. In fact, some of us are actually thankful today. Because mo máa ń wò pé bóyá tán bàbá yan wí. Ó possible káwa náà ti máa bí wọn kiri àbí kí ó ti yé yín kẹ́ máa fún yàn lóyún kiri kí ọkùnrin máa bímọ kiri àbí you know àmọ́ pé ó kọ́kọ́ rìn ìyà lásán ó kọ́kọ́ dé wọ́n gbé fọ́tí fún ẹ wọ́n á dá ẹjọ́ kò láyé jọ̀hún wọ́n á sì díẹ̀ bó bá jọ ọmọbìnrin wọ́n á là díẹ̀ wọ́n á fẹ̀yìn sí bóyá ti ń fi oko sí ẹ lára àtòrí ẹ̀ sọ pé mental torture ni káwa ni a máa abandon ìyá yẹn I hate her à ń dúpẹ́ ni pé wọn ò jẹ́ ká go the wrong route a dúpẹ́ pé wọn ò jẹ́ ká ṣìgbésẹ̀ gbé a dúpẹ́ pé wọ́n wà ńbẹ̀ láti bá wa wí because you know I was rubbing mind with a lot of people lẹ́nu àná yẹn pókè ọmọ mi ò lè jẹ́ torí pé bàbá ẹ̀ máa ń nà máa fi àjẹ́ àná tó bá ṣe nǹkan burúkú tó bá fẹ́ ṣe pátá bóyá ó fẹ́ máa mú gbó ní ó fẹ́ máa mú sìgá ní bàbá dẹ̀ ń wò pé báwo lòun ṣe lè kọ́ọ̀bù ẹ̀ nírú èjì àna jásí gọ́tà ní láyé ìjọ wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ ti torí ẹ̀ dàgbà sọ pé òye ti bàbá àbí kó lówó pò ní fún wọn lóhun jẹ wọn ẹ̀ tiẹ̀ wọ́n ń kọ́ ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún ẹ wọ́n hate ẹ wọ́n kọ́ ẹ ní nínú ò gbọ́dọ̀ pọ̀ jù Bíbélì gan sọ pé àyà ọmọdé ni wèrè wà ó ní ẹgbà sí ní ogún ẹ̀ spare the rod and spoil the child. You must not because of that ginger because I hate my dad, I hate my mom, or my dad hates me, my mom hates me. No, they don't hate you. They actually love you. Wọ́n love ẹ. Wọ́n love ẹ. Wọ́n bá ẹ wí wọn ò fẹ́ kó ṣì gbésẹ̀ gbé ni. Wọn ò fẹ́ kó ṣì léyà ni. Wọn ò fẹ́ kó lọ fún yàn lóyún lójijì àbí kán gbóyún wá ká ẹ mọ́lẹ̀ àbí kán fún ẹ lóyún ni. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ ti torí yẹn kó wá sọ pé àwọn mental láì ṣe ọmọ lóyìnbó. Àwọn lóyìnbó bá ẹ bá ṣe kankan tẹ you giving their mentally tertiary media wọ́n ṣá máa sọ oríṣiríṣi àwọn òyìnbó burúkú láti qualify as a bad mom or bad dad nítorí pé ó bá wọn wí. Wọ́n lè torí ẹ̀ dìpọ̀ sínú yàrá wọn. It should not be so. We are thankful and grateful to our parents, you know, for giving us those corrective measures in those days. Táwọn ọmọ sì ń pè ní torture àbí abuse. No, àmọ́ pé bọ́ bá ṣe láṣejù. Nǹkan burúkú ni kó fọmọ orogun náà yàn kéèyàn kan lápá. Bó sórí wọn wò àbó lọ jí nǹkan jẹ ó rí pé yàn jí ẹyin dídín jẹ. Ẹ ti gbọ́ kan náà yàn kápá ẹ̀ kan rí. Bí ayé ẹ̀ ṣe oúnjẹ sí kíṣìn wọn ọ̀dẹ̀ tí ìpín oúnjẹ yẹn. Wọ́n máa ń pín oúnjẹ wa ní àǹsáfà ara wa nígbà táwa kéré. Wọ́n á ṣọ́ màmá ẹ̀ olóde òfìṣí bí kọ́ọ̀tì díẹ̀. Wọ́n bá ká ẹ mọ́ bí àná ya wèrè. Which still da. Àwọn lè ní ó kọ́ wa ní ẹ̀kọ́ pé ohun tí a bá fi lé mi lọ́wọ́, ohun tí a sọ pé mi mo ní, ohun tí kò ṣe mi mo gbé síbẹ̀, I have no right to go to it láti lọ pinch any part of it láti jẹ láì béèrè permission lọ́wọ́ ẹni. Those are the, you know, lessons that we took. Ohun mo sọ kéèyàn kọ gé ẹyin jẹ lórí tébù ẹyin tán ti dín tó pọ̀ ohun ọba ṣe máa ṣe family food ẹ pé tán bá ṣe tán wá gbéṣu wọ́n ṣe wá máa kọ́ọ̀tì. Ó kọ́ lọ́ fi ṣíbí gẹ́jẹ báyìí wọ́n fún mi lọ́mọ orogun oníjọ̀lọ́ rice mo lose upper hand ìyá custom ó kan sí méjì. A tún gbé lọ sí hospital wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ tó stress a tún pamper fún ẹ lówó kí ni ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn kọ́ wa ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ jalè ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣàgbèrè ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ purọ́ ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe panṣágà. Ìyá mi nìyẹn ìyá lẹ́gbàá a máa káwọ́ sẹ́yìn báyìí tá máa ka gbogbo ohun tí Bíbélì kọ́ wa pé kí ni Bíbélì ní ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ jalè ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe panṣágà. Ọmọ ọ̀sìn tán bá ṣe fún yẹn máa gbé oró yẹn sínú ní dàgbà. Ẹni I hate my grandmother, she's too strict, she's too disciplined, she's too. But òun ló gbà wá lẹ́ni. Ògbóhun tí ò bá jẹ́ rárá tó wà lọ́kàn wa Àṣàkẹ́. Má jẹ́ kí máa mẹ́ you're a man. Being a man is not easy. It comes with a whole lot of challenges. You'll have a whole lot of people to deal with. Eléyà sọ fún ẹ, ètèlé bá sọ fún ẹ kọ́ ni tó máa sọ fún ẹ, especially tó bá lówó lọ́wọ́ tán ní nǹkan tó máa fi favor wọn. Ìwọ ló máa lo wisdom ẹ. Mélòó lókù tí bàbá ẹ fẹ́ lò láyé? Ṣé tí bàbá ẹ fẹ́ lò láyé ó tó tí wọ́n máa lò láyé kọ́ lọ́n jẹ́ kẹ́mi ẹ̀gùn? No. Ó ti bá titi ẹ lọ sí bíbí. Ibi tó wá bá dé yẹn tó bá lè jẹ́ kí ogún ẹ wà lára nǹkan tó máa fi ṣọlá tọ́jọ́ alẹ́ bá máa tọ́lọ́jọ́ bá máa dé wàláhì wá rí pé wàá fi rí ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ni. Ìyá ẹ ní kò dá o àwọn ẹbí bàbá ẹ ní ìyá ẹ sọ pé èèyàn burúkú ni o má wo ohun tó ń sọ ìwọ wo nǹkan ẹyọ kan tó lọ ń sọ. For you to have seen him in 2022 kò dẹ̀ ń rówó òun ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ à ń gbọ́ kìkì ẹ bó ṣe ń kàn jẹ́ kí owó oúnjẹ lóṣooṣù owó ìtọ́jú ẹ̀ jẹ́ kó máa jáde látàrí kó máa ti ara ẹ̀ sin Ọlọ́run. Má wo nǹkan tí ìyá ẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ ń pa ẹ̀ mú tuntun tó Àṣàkẹ́ má wo ohun tẹ́nikẹ́ni sọ fún ẹ ń pa ẹ̀ ṣé títí ẹ fún Ọlọ́run o gbọ́ ṣé fún Ọlọ́run kò dẹ̀ gbójú wàá rí bọ́ọ̀lù ṣe máa kẹ́ ẹ̀ yàtọ̀ wàá rí you see tí máa wo àwọn nǹkan báyìí gbà míì máa wò pé ṣé ẹ̀yin èèyàn ẹ̀ sọ jí ni ẹni tó fẹ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó ń sọ nǹkan ọ̀bàjẹ́ ń pa ẹni tí kò fẹ́ kó ṣí owó yẹn fún ó kọ̀ wá sọ pé but mom you are getting your own now I'm not depriving you of your own money of your own entitlement why don't you want my dad some children ní rówó now wọn ò mọ bàbá wọn rí but they miss their dad in their life oh my God they miss their dads in their lives. Ṣẹ́rí obìnrin tẹ máa ń ṣe pé ẹ̀yin obìnrin tẹ máa ń ṣe pé kọ̀ràn kékun má jẹ́ sèṣì ẹ fi ṣàwàdànù pé ẹni jẹ́ kọ́mọ yín bá bàbá wọn ṣe láéláé ẹ ti ṣe mistake. Àìmọye bàbá tí ò bá ẹ tọ́mọ tí ọmọ bá máa fẹ́ràn bàbá ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó lè gé. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. What story kan ló tún wá sínú orí mi bẹ́yìn nípa ọmọ tí bàbá ẹ̀ ò ní tẹ́ńkọ́bọ̀ nínú owó tó fi lọ léèwé nínú ìlú tá a wà yìí ni o. Tí ìyá dẹ̀ wo nkoko tó ní òun ò ní jẹ́ kọ́mọ òun kankan bá a ṣe nítorí pé ó abandon ọmọ 4 sóhun lọ́wọ́ nílùú òyìnbó. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ẹgbọ́ àbẹ́gbọ́ ṣe rí bọ́mọ yẹn ṣe ń sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe graduation. Nobody knew. The mom did not know how she contacted her dad, paid for her dad's visa, everything. Ọmọ yẹn gbé bàbá ẹ̀ wọnú ìlú yìí o. Ìyá dédé rí bàbá ní gbìṣì ní ọjọ́ graduation ni bàbá fi ojú wọn. Ṣé rí bí ìyá ṣe ní pé kóun máa ṣépè kóun máa sọ̀rọ̀. Ọmọ gangan ọmọ obìnrin òun lẹ àgbà yẹn òun ló sọ fún pé ṣé ìyá òun fẹ́ gbádùn ọjọ́ èní yìí àbí ó fẹ́ kó di ọjọ́ kóró fún. Ìyá bá wò pé kí ni ìyá sọ pé òun máa kọ lọ́mọ tí bàbá ẹ̀ bá fi lè come 1 inch closer. Ọmọ sọ fún ìyá ẹ̀ pé mom is your choice, but my dad have to be at my graduation. It's been my dream. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ti mọ àwọn ọkùnrin ló ń ha bí wèrè kò ní kọ́bọ̀ tó fi lẹ́ o kò mọ bó ṣe débẹ̀ o. And that is why ń gbà mí wọ́n sọ pé ìgbà fọlọ́ wọn ní ìsinmi ni. You just have to, do you understand? Yafi, I'm not saying yafi láti gbà padà. Ẹ gbójú mi gbogbo àìṣedédé tẹ́ rò pé ẹ fẹ́ fi gbẹ̀san yẹn pé kò ní fojú rójú re àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ní kò ní fojú rójú wọn fúnra wọn náà máa lọ pè wọ́n gbà mí ibi tán wà. Pé kan wá fúnra ara àwọn ọmọ ni wọ́n lè dú èwe pẹ̀lú bàbá yẹn tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbọ́. Fúnra ara àwọn ọmọ no ma sọ pé my dad have to be there, my mom have to be there. Kò bá jẹ́ ìyá náà ni the yardstick tẹ́yìn fi wọ́n òun kọ́ làwọn ọmọ fi wọ́n gbà mí o wọ́n ràn bóyá yẹn ò tiẹ̀ fáwọn kankan wọ́n á kọ̀ wá ní tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbọ́. I'm sorry, I'm following up with something here. Oh, ẹ jẹun. Okay, now someone messaged me. Asake put up an update, says this is Asake's update. Hold on, I want to show all of you this. Ejeka Joka update Asake, what Asake said. And it's very paramount that all parents, all of us, Ejeka Joka kini. Cause si big di kakani about that bastard so, ngba ton si about yanko. Ingba to so ben, ngba to ni about that bastard inko. Do you know what he was going through as at the time he asked that they should abort you? Let's read what Asake said. This is coming from you. I'm sorry to those of you, my Instagram audience. You are likely not to see what I'm about to show them, just my Facebook audience, but I'll be reading it out whichever way. Let's do this. It is Afrobeat Asake fún okay, I'm gonna switch this off. Pardon me, my Instagram audience. So this is what Afro Kanya wrote. Abort that bastard. Abort that bastard child was the first statement you made when my mother told you she had taken in for you. You even ate the only plantain my mother was trying to eat to regain strength 2 days after I was born. You told my mother never to mention you as my father since you were educated, and my mother wasn't, so you wouldn't spoil your steez. You ignored me all through the years and never supported me with a dime all through my education. All of a sudden, you are sick, worn out, and broken, and you need my help. That is the essence of what I've been saying last year. Yes, this is exactly where we are going, what I've been preaching about. Like, give me just a moment now. Okay, this has always been most of them's, reaction and expectation of your wealth if you make it in life. My dear, your mom told you what is said. Did your mom told you what instigated what was said? Listen very well again. Your mom told you, she narrated the story to you. But did she tell you what might have instigated such reaction from your dad, my darling. It is so sad. It is so what's that word again? It is pathetic that your mom is telling you such story about what your dad did to him. But I bet you your dad is not an animal. If people that lives in Eko, Lagos Island, could tell so much, beautiful story about him, I reckon you go back to your mom or sit your dad down and ask him, now that you have arrived, you are a man too. Someone mentioned that, oh, you two, you got someone pregnated. Asake left a baby with one baby mama. We don't know how far that is true. You see, everybody with their own story in life. You were not in debe. Agbam kon ewo no. Pada lo. Isi o ti dagba. Tagba ba ti de tan. Omo eni man di baba eni ni. Wa joko. Call the man. Ask him. Ask questions. Challenge his authority. That, why did you treat me that way? You don't use social media as a place to vent. So it is obvious that what you did to him was deliberate. Of course, every child will first feel, why would my dad abandon me? But you see, there are some that rather than reacting the way you reacted, they will ask the dad the actual story. What happened then? Whatever the story is, it would be better for you as a person not to get yourself involved in whatever turned your mom and your dad to enemies. Aribi tọkùnrin ti lẹ́ni tó fẹ́ fẹ́rí tóbìnrin kan náà dẹ̀ jáde from nowhere sọ pé òun náà máa bímọ òun fẹ́ lóyún. Gbogbo àdàrú mọ́mọdé lójú. Gbogbo àdàrú mọ́ ọkùnrin tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé ẹ lójú pé go ni kí n gbé wá. My mom said I should marry this. My dad wants me to be with that. Ọmọ yìí ti lọ lóyún. Shit man ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn ọkùnrin fẹ́ calling. Tẹ́ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní calling. I may have to end our time on Instagram. I'm sorry to the people. If there's a reason why the father treated him the way he treated him and his mother, then that same reason he shouldn't come for help. See, that's comment is from Instagram. That is if there is a reason. Now the story is being one-sided told. If we have to hear the full story, then we may have to place both Asake's mom and his dad beside each other to tell their stories. You see, whatever he wrote out there, I am not one person that falls for emotional blackmail.